Hello everyone, we're going to do a quick demo for aloo matar, which is potatoes and peas Indian style. We're going to do a curry, aloo matar curry, or peas and potatoes curry is what we call it popularly. I'm going to turn the gas on, and I've been using sesame oil. There are a few oils that are good for cooking: sesame oil, mustard oil, avocado, olive, but olive you cannot heat up too much. So I'm going to use sesame oil. You can use any normal oil is also okay. So this is the measure. It is about, I would say, 1/3 cup. So I would say half a cup oil is plenty. I have a cup measure here, so this is 1/3 cup. So this is very similar to this, but this one is bigger, so half a cup I would want to say. So heat it up. Okay, so the oil is heated up now. We're going to add some zira powder, cumin to the heated oil. So I put 4 spoons, little spoons, so you can say half a teaspoon. I always put hing in everything. It's not required, it's not mandatory. And I turn the heat up a little at this point. So you should always add onions. You should always add onions to a very heated, very hot oil. So what that does is it fries the onions faster. And then always add a spoon of salt, like just a little bit, maybe half. What it does is it helps release all the water from onions and they fry much faster. So here is, I'm adding onions. You can add salt, little bit, just for the onions. Now add this paste also at this step, the ginger and the garlic paste, the fresh ginger and garlic paste that we prepared. And we are going to turn them brown. So in the process of browning, I also use some water, little bit of water, so it doesn't burn the onions, but at the same time, it's very important that onions are done well. All the spices at this step. First of all, I take half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1.5 teaspoon of salt, and this is the size of my teaspoon, this much. So I'm going to put 1.5, and then I'm going to put red chili powder, again half teaspoon, a little bit more, not a whole lot. So that's it. I'm going to stir it, and I'm going to pressure cook it, so we would get 2 whistles, 2 to 3 whistles, whatever is needed to, make the potatoes soft. So I would stir it at this step, so all the spices are mixed up. And remember, only 3 whistles in pressure cooker. Okay, so we need 1 cup of water. 1 cup of water. And now you can close the pressure cooker. At this point, we're going to need some more water in the end, and you can add some garam masala also at this step. But I try to do cooking with minimum spices. I'm going to close the pressure cooker. And turn the heat up. So now we don't need to keep it on medium heat. We can just do a little bit higher heat. I don't like to do full speed. I don't want to burn the cooker handles, the pressure cooker handles. So just as much as will cover the pressure cooker base is good enough. Okay, so we're going to open the pressure cooker after 3 whistles. Let's see. I let it sit and have the whistle come out. So this is what it's looking like. Now I'm going to crush just the tomatoes and turn the gas on. And it's almost done. This kind of the tomatoes, keeping them this way gives them this aloo matar curry a very different flavor and a very different taste. So you can put water in it to make it to have it with rice, but everybody can do according to their own palate. Thank you very much, and this is done. Okay, so our aloo matar is done. I'm going to show you what they turned like. I just added a little bit of dhania powder to it, which I had ground at home. So here is what it looks like, and it will taste wonderful with roti or tandoor roti, anything. So I'm going to just garnish it with dhania. And it's done. You put a little bit of this also on it. Onions. So I just put a little bit of onion and coriander on it. Thank you for watching.